home. This is Eddie GTV back for another episode. Episode 3. We don't say 3, we say tree. Because we smoked the trees. Mm-hmm. I got Dean Devlin.
What you saying? Say something. Dean Devlin. Devlinified. Diggy in the house. What up?
Diggy Dean. Yeah, long time, man.
It's been ages.
Yeah.
More than a minute.
For sure. So, let's get into, we got the interview. Mm-hmm. I'm going to interview on some stuff, but we're also going to talk about some podcast type stuff. Mm-hmm. So, let's get into, you said it. Say something.
Say something. Say Something Limited. I'm the owner of Say Something Limited. You got to put limits on what you say because you can't just talk for the sake of talking. You got to mean what you say and say what you mean. Say something.
So, a lot of people need to live by that.
Yeah.
So, I live by that before you even said it,
Cheers, brother.
Cheers. And, sponsor? Pabst
Blue Ribbon, PBR. Save that beer.
I'm actually feeling pretty good off. We just had a little mix, little mix package of sativa and indica, and it was a nice little mix package. I feel like, cause I smoke the indica all the time. It's just but it's like a different kind of high, almost.
Yeah.
When you mix them together, it's like woo!
Oh yeah, it's something else. It's definitely something else. That's for sure, man. Yeah. Gotta love the sativas, though. I'm a sativa man myself, but I love my indicas as well. Love mixing them as well. It doesn't really matter, man. As long as it's green and it's trees, they mix together. Yeah.
I find almost like the sativas kind of sometimes taste better, but they don't give you the I want that shit to fucking. Like bricks fucking hit.
Yeah, you want that head high. You want that heavy head high, man. A good sativa strand is Headband. That's a good one for head highs. So,
okay.
Yeah, it's good for headaches.
Yeah, there's so many cross brands of different things. It's sometimes the sativa. I bet you some sativas probably hit you they
can hit you like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
Just like your indicas that you like.
Sure,
man.
For sure.
Yeah.
I find taste wise, if you want into something sometimes I'll every once in a while I'll have a cigar just for the taste, like that.
Yeah.
But I find sativas are kind of taste wise, they're very nice.
Yeah, Jack Hare, Sour Diesel, gotta love that. Mix them together, Sour Jack. Oh, it's good stuff. Good stuff. I love my trees.
Okay, so you just came back from out west.
I did.
Alberta.
Yeah, from Calgary. Good times out there. When I first went out there was lots of work. You could drop off a resume and get work right away. But when the oil crash happened, I was struggling in my trade. I'm a fitter, welder, fabricator. So, yeah, and being an apprentice out there, because it's tough being a welder out there, man. It's the best in the world.
How'd you get into welding? How'd you get into welding? How'd you get into that?
I got into that just because, I was sick and tired of working from job to job, getting laid off or it downsizing, and I just thought, I'm tired of this. I gotta do something else. So I lucked out and I got into Mohawk College, took a welding program there, graduated. It was a 1.5 year compressed course put into 6 months. And because I didn't have any transportation here in Southern Ontario, my buddy Josh Leader, shouts out to him, much love. He told me to go out to Calgary because there was lots of work out there at the time. Went out there, worked my ass off. I was doing anywhere between 50 to 90 hours in a week, and things were good out there for about 2 or 3 years. And then when the oil crash happened, it was hard. It was hard. People were losing their jobs left, right, and center in the gas and oil and business. Anybody who was a welder, fitter, engineers, they were losing their jobs.
It can be very good money though, welding.
Oh, it's great money. It's great money. I mean, if you know what you're doing and you can get the credentials, your CWB tickets, you can make a lot of money off of welding.
I know. I think underground welding is one of the biggest paid jobs in the world. I think.
Underwater welding though, there's a cutoff date. Once you hit about 27, 28, you can't do that anymore. So
why?
It's because of the pressure. When you're going under the water, you're usually working for about 4 hours under the water, and then when you come back up, then you got to go into a pressure container, and you got to sit in that for about 4 or 5 hours so that you decompress yourself because you've been underwater and the pressure. So, yeah. So then after
it's like 4 hours of work and then 4 hours of just like getting your body back to like being out of the...
Oh yeah, 8 hours of pay, and you're probably getting paid over $100 an hour easily.
Yeah.
Easily, I think it's like 120.
But after a certain age, like your body doesn't react a certain way.
For sure, when you're so far under and you're welding for so long, and you know it does a number to your body, and that's why they have the age cut off around 27, 28 years old. So then after that, but I mean, if you're welding pipe, you're making good money. If you're welding boilers, you're making good money.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. I've heard that. Like, I think it's like I could be wrong. It's like a top 5 job or something like that. I was looking at like top jobs or whatever like that, paying jobs or whatever like that.
For a skilled tradesman,
it's very high up.
Yeah, plumbers get good. Same with electricians, but yeah.
Okay, so you're out west. What is the difference between like the scene out there compared to like out here?
That's a tough one to say because I mean it's always going to be different, but yet you're always going to catch your similarities.
Even here, I can tell the difference between cities.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I guess it's like the style or the feel of hip hop out there compared to here. I mean, born and raised in Brantford. Yeah. It's kind of like that boom bap kind of feel here.
We are very boom bap. Yeah.
Yeah, very boom bap here. Even old school rap, like back in the 80s, early 90s, well, not early 90s, but late 80s, in the 80s. We have a dabble of a lot of things, but it's like boom bap and that out there. There is boom bap out there, but it's more, how do I describe it? Right now, like they're getting into the whole like kind of lean episode. Shouts out to Clark Lean. There's lots of, I don't know how to describe it, like the southern rap.
Almost like what I've kind of found from like what I've heard from a lot of guys out west, and like how I said different scenes around here.
Yes.
Okay, so Brantford compared to like Hamilton, compared to Toronto. Compared to London.
Mm-hmm.
I found like the sound out west,
right,
is more similar to like what you get from London here. I don't know if you know a lot of like London guys.
I haven't heard a lot of London guys, but yeah, I would say so. I would say it's a lot like that.
More in that kind of like sounding wise.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that I know a lot of people that do hip hop out there, and they all do like different genres of hip hop. They do different styles of hip hop, and they all of them really good. I mean, I haven't heard too many bunk rappers out there, but it's very competitive out there. I mean, they do show love out there, but it's very, very competitive.
For sure. Well, hip hop is a very competitive thing in general.
Absolutely. It's just
like I remember like when I like slowed down on rapping and started doing interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these people were actually like come up to me and like actually started wanting to be my friend afterwards.
Right.
And they're like, I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, you didn't want to be like too close because we were competitive, like before or whatever. Like now I'm doing interviews. Now I'm not the competition no more.
Right. Yeah.
But meanwhile, I'm still the competition because I drop a new song like tomorrow and then you don't even know.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like artists nowadays, they need to know that you're not in competition with anybody. You should be in competition with yourself. You should always be exceeding more than what you did the last day or last week or last month. Constantly push yourself, I
even find like back when it was like more competitive because like you're fighting for a spot
absolutely.
And nowadays with the internet,
mm-hmm.
it's just so open that like you just put your shit out there and like you don't have to worry about a spot on a certain blog or a certain a certain site or something like that.
Right.
Like you just put your shit on YouTube or SoundCloud now, and you can be just as big as like somebody else.
Exactly.
So like, but before with more politics involved with hip hop,
mm-hmm.
and people be like, certain people running the big sites,
right.
that whatever they preferred what was getting on there.
Exactly.
So
they directed to that. Yeah.
So it was competitive to the point where like, okay, like, well, this guy's on that site, and like I want to do other shit, and I want to build my brand. I gotta compete with this guy now.
Right. Yeah. Well.
But like that's how it was back then.
Right. Well, hip hop's always, like you said, hip hop's always going to be a competitive thing. But I mean,
it's not as competitive now because it's such an open market now. Like
exactly.
It's not as competitive.
And yeah, you don't have to.
I still treat it like it's competitive. Like even like
you should.
Like I don't even. I'm just trying to work on new music, but like as, my media stuff.
Right.
I look at like other media guys and I'm like, okay, like.
Well,
I'm like, I look at certain things. I'm like, oh, they ain't doing it like me, or I pick up certain things. I'm like, oh, I like how they did that.
Right.
I'm like, okay, like, but and like I use it in a competitive edge. Like I want to make my shit better than.
Well, that's also showing respect and pretty much homage too.
Yeah, exactly,
like,
right?
Yeah, I mean,
like me, like
they should be, when somebody like, hey, they copied me. Well, maybe I did, but I twisted it like this, so it's not the same, but it's respect.
Like even like starting doing interviews, I watched like probably like hundreds of Sway interviews. I watch hundreds of Angie Martinez interviews. Watch a shitload of Breakfast Club interviews. Like all the people that I want to be on their level.
Right.
I'm like, I'll take a little bit from each one of them. Like
Word. You're
and I even think that's like
your style.
That's how even like you start rapping. Like I remember like first rapper I ever got into was Ice Cube. My very first raps like were probably a very like Ice Cube-ish.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when I started getting into more hip hop, I started like incorporating. So then by the time I got into like, I'm into so many different groups and different artists now.
Right.
Like I took so many different things from different people. It's like you can't even like say, okay, he sounds like this guy.
Yeah,
because I took from so many different things.
Yeah, exactly.
And same thing with interviews. Like I took so many different things that like you can't like say, okay, he's like this.
Right. Well, you're critiquing yourself. I mean, you're you see how other people are doing things, and you're like, hey, I like that. I want to try that, but I want to do it my own way. Go for it. We've come to that age now, right? Where there's so many of us. There's so many of us trying to do the same thing and get in the same place or where we're going, what we're doing. But you got to go your own path at the same way.
I think certain people from a certain time are competitive. Like I haven't been on songs in a while, but if somebody asked me to do a feature, I'm gonna try and fucking. I'm gonna try and fucking have the best verse on the song for sure. Like I'm like I gotta have the best verse on the song.
Yeah.
Like, and if I don't have the best verse on the song, at least I gave it like
you gave it your all. You gave it your 100%. That's all what anybody's asking.
And like you're not gonna say like this guy like washed me. Like, I don't want that shit. Like
no, always,
So like I'm like, yo, I gotta be on my fucking my shit, right?
You gotta be on point. You gotta be on point and on top like a pyramid.
I kind of look at that like everything I do. I think everything I do, like I'm like, okay, I gotta be on point with this shit. Like, and sometimes even like I do so much content. Some is better than others.
Right.
I do slip a little bit sometimes, and I'm like, when I'm not in the right. I'm like, I always learn from that. I'm like, oh shit, I had a bad episode last time. Like, next time I'm gonna kill that shit. Like, I'm gonna have the greatest content next time. Next time when I come into this shit, I'm fucking murdering this shit.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how I approach it. But then there is sometimes when, because I do content so often, it's hard to be on that all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the name of the game. You just go with it and roll with it.
Yo, so you got one battle on camera.
Yeah.
And you got battles.
I got battles in the street that aren't on camera, a lot of them were with Scott Free show, Scott Flinders, Scotty Free.
Scott Free. I gotta get him on. I gotta get him on the show.
Respect.
Get him on the show for sure.
Definitely that man. I give a lot of respect to that man. Back in the day, we always butted heads, but we always remained friends. We always remain friends. That guy, like, he loves his hip hop. He loves his hip hop.
Yeah.
He's all about his MCing. You know, I've talked to him off and on recently. But we used to be great boys back in the day, but we always butted heads. I know why. You know, he just, I know that he saw potential in me.
Great friends butt heads. Like, I don't know. If you've been friends with somebody for like 10 years and you ain't had an argument with them,
right?
Are you really friends?
Exactly, right? Like, I mean, I got a lot of respect for that man. He's a hard-working individual. Another one's Isaac Russell as well. Shout out to Tipsy.
Shout out.
What was the original question there? We kind of got off topic.
Battling.
Yeah.
Would you ever want to like?
A lot of people are asking me, am I ever going to go back into battle? You know what? If the opportunity occurs, I mean, if people are looking for me, I don't know why. I'm usually a friendly guy, but I mean, there are some people on the list. There are definitely some people on the list. Very small amount because, hey, I'm a peaceful man.
Yeah,
I am a peaceful man.
I was there for the film battle too. I remember.
Yeah,
I was there. I watched that live.
Yeah, at Bell City Battles at Charlie's.
Charlie's. Yeah.
Shout outs to Chains. Oh, fucking, that was a sick battle, man.
Yeah, it was a dope battle. Yeah.
He did a really good job, too. He had a lot of good job. A lot of good bars, man.
That was probably top 2 battles of the event, I think. I think the Scott Free one was really good, though.
Scott Free was good, too.
He battled Define Styles or something.
Steppy or
I think it was Define Styles.
Yeah, he battled Define Styles. R.I.P. to him. Yeah. Rest in peace. Miss that guy. Really miss Brenton. I forget who was it. It was Carnage and Step Easy.
So who are some batters?
I don't know, man. I mean, I haven't been watching a lot of battles lately.
You know what's coming up is Hollow versus John the Don.
No.
That's coming up on Smack. What do you think about that?
That's gonna be a good battle.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to check that out. Most definitely. I haven't really been watching battles lately, man. I've been trying to get.
I haven't been on it as much either.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I found the last couple ones
There's
I watched.
so many out there now.
The last couple ones I watched, I wasn't really like super into them. I was like, for a while there, I don't know. Like it was like every battle I watched was like fire for like. I think it was maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
There was a zone. Battle rap was in a zone where like every battle that was coming out was just like fire.
Yeah.
But I've watched some. The last couple ones, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't watched. You know what? I haven't watched a single battle in like the last 2 years.
Okay.
Right. So I mean, that's how rusty I am.
I think Hollow's one of my favorites, though. Hollow the Don.
Hollow Don. He's definitely good. Hollahan's amazing. I know he's done with rapping. Pat Stay. I'm just naming off the greats. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Arsenal, Disaster.
Pat Stay's battling on the new Smack card. I think it's his first time on Smack.
Who, Disaster?
No, Pat Stay.
Oh, Pat Stay. Oh,
he's battling.
You know what? I think he's gonna do a good job. Tell you the truth.
He's battling K-Rock.
He can get into his element. He's one of the best in the world without a doubt, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just going off like all my favorite battle rappers there, but I mean, Pat Stay, he's number one because he's Canadian. I mean because I'm Canadian. I mean, it's good to root for your home team, hometown, whatever, right? So, but that'll be a dope battle.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you want to get into Canadian politics?
Canadian politics. Woo.
Okay,
what do you want to say about it?
Okay, so like I know Ontario with Doug Ford or whatever, and like I seen like for paid holidays and the emergency days now he's changed the thing where last year it just came the first year that our first two sick days.
Right.
Are paid.
Okay.
Now he just took that away.
Yes.
We used to have 10 emergency days, and like I've heard this, but I'm not sure exactly. But I think it's 5. He's bringing down to 5 emergency days. I'm like, 5 emergency days over the whole year, like, man, like.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, what are you doing?
I hear what you're saying on that, but, I mean, not following by the law, I'm just going off of work ethic, how my parents raised me. If you're sick, you're sick.
Yeah.
If you're sick, you can't go to work, then why should you get paid? Basically. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now...
I really don't mind the paid ones, but, like, just, the shortage of emergency days now. Like, bringing down from 10 to 5?
I understand that. I mean, I haven't got too deep into that subject just because.
Okay.
I mean, it's with me. If I'm sick, I'm sick. If I'm well enough, I'm going to work. Yeah. If I can't get out of bed, I'm not going to work. Why should I get paid? But I mean, now I have to think about people who are pregnant or in that aspect as well. I mean, I'm a man. I'm never going to be pregnant, so I can't really. Well, I got to think about that. So
I've been pregnant for 10 years.
Oh.
Look at this fucking man.
Shouts out to beer.
It was at 9 months. I'm like, holy shit! I've been waiting. We're waiting to push the pizza baby out. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a cut off. We're
technical difficulties. Don't know if it's too hot in here because the fans are on, but we shut off the fans, our biggest ones, biggest fans.
And yeah, we just rocking in the free roll, just rocking out. And so since we're coming back on it, I want to play this game.
Want to play a game? Let's go.
You want to play a game?
Let's
go. Okay, so this is a game. Do each episode where it's called the sack.
Sack. Okay.
You got this purple sack. I got some rap group names in here.
Okay.
Okay.
And what about them? What were you gonna talk about?
Okay, so you're gonna pull two names out of here.
Okay.
So you just came back from a road trip.
Oh yeah, from Calgary.
Okay,
yeah.
So you gotta pick these 2 names.
Okay.
And the road trip.
Okay.
You can only rock one of these groups.
That's funny.
On the road trip.
That's funny because I only rocked 1 CD on my whole road trip here, eh? It was fucking Method Band to Cal. So Meth.
So you got 2 there? Yeah.
Let's see what it. Oh, there's 1. Oh yeah! I'm already gonna say it. Here's the other one. Thank you, sir. Oh, the first one's dope. Can't wait to say it. Dipset. Okay. Dipset. Mobb Deep. Yeah. Okay. On my road trip.
Yeah, you're on your road trip.
Right. And what am I doing?
And you can listen to Dipset the whole trip, or you can listen to Mobb Deep the whole trip.
I would listen to Mobb Deep without a doubt. That's Onyx, Mobb Deep, and Wu-Tang Clan. Those are my things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go another scenario. We'll go this one. You're having people over.
Having people over.
Yeah, you're having people over. You're having a little party. You can get together.
Okay.
Have a couple drinks.
Okay.
And you can only play
2. Sorry.
You can only play
2 again.
Yeah.
Okay. There's 1. Got 1. Sorry about that.
That's all good.
There's 2.
So you're having people over.
Having people over.
And you're having drinks.
Ooh. Oh. That's a hard pick. That is a hard pick. Run DMC or Outkast. That's a tough one. That is a tough one because I know a lot of old school guys. I mean, even there's even some biker dudes that I know love Run DMC. And Outkast too,
Outkast has jams too.
I mean, if I have to have a party here, with the people that I know here in Brantford, I have to go with Outcast.
Okay.
I have to go with Outcast.
Okay.
But if I'm outside of the city, maybe in a different province or something like that, I'd probably run DMC. Well, definitely in Calgary, I know that.
Okay. Third scenario is you're just at the house, you're cleaning up, you're cooking, or you're just vibing off some music.
Okay. This will be interesting. There's one. Two. Let's see what they are. Ooh, I don't know. I wouldn't even do any cleaning or anything. I'd just be sitting private on that one. Woo. So if I'm cleaning the house,
Yeah.
these are two really like wow. The first one I opened up was Fuji's. Fuji's, I would just sit and chill, relax, have a couple beers, you know, maybe chill with wifey. Wu-Tang Clan all the way, clean the house, you know.
Yeah. You clean the house, you're definitely getting that shit done.
You're definitely bringing the ruckus and getting that shit clean, you know. Yeah, Wu-Tang Clan. Oh man.
Okay. So we got 4 groups left in here.
36th birthday coming up just this July, man.
Yo, we got 4 here. I want you to rank these 4 groups best to
Rank
worst.
them. Oh,
Best to worst.
can we go back to the originals? Oh, okay, hold on to that one. We'll save the best one for last since it dropped.
Okay.
You're gonna hold on to it, okay?
Yeah, rank these ones.
Okay. You got some good picks in here. These are some damn good picks. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's those two are hard. Ooh, that one. Ooh. Okay, let's see what this last one is. What's the power you've been holding?
I didn't look at it.
Oh. Wow.
So you gotta rank these 4 groups.
Wow.
Best to worst.
This is hard. This is really hard.
So who do you got?
Okay, we'll start at the top. MWA, Tribe Called Quest, Onyx, and Bone Thugs. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, this is so hard. This is difficult. This is like,
I didn't want to make it easy.
I've you know.
I didn't want to make it easy. I wanted to make it.
I feel like if I don't make the right answer, I'm gonna die. Somebody's gonna come through the front door and just shoot me. Okay. Wow. This is hard. I'm gonna go from number 1 down. Okay. Just because I've seen these guys live. I've talked to them briefly. Onyx, fucking Sticky Fingers, Federal, fucking those guys. Oh man, NWA probably next, just because I'm a nice guy, but I've been on the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when it comes down to Bone Thugs and Tribe Called Quest. Yeah, this can go either way. This I mean I can't even
depends on the day.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like that's a tough one, man. You had a lot of good picks in there, man.
Yeah.
Woo, yeah. It can go either way.
Okay.
It can go either way on these two.
And that is the game called The Sack.
The Sack. Say something.
So, yo, you don't want to be drinking the water out here?
There's fluoride in that water, buddy.
No, not in the fucking the Fiji water.
No, not Fiji water. But you're paying an arm and a leg. I mean, do you want to drink tap water or drink Fiji water? One you can kill yourself. The other one you can go broke and kill yourself.
I mean,
Either.
I'm already broke. I'm already broke, so I might as well stay there.
Struggling.
I might as well just stay there and drink the Fiji.
Fair enough.
You
can always get a Brita.
Yeah, I want to have like a.
That's still not even 100%.
You know, if I ever get like super money, and like I want to like fucking, you know, I think one day I just shower in Fiji water. Just be like, just a stunt. Just a stunt. If I like, just a stunt. Be like, I even like take an Instagram like from like here to here, like just in it. Be like, yo, check me out. I'm showering in Fiji water. What you know about fucking that? Yo, broke motherfuckers. Alright? I'm showering in fucking Fiji water.
That would be something. That would definitely be something for real. I mean, if I ever had money, I'd try and share as much as I can with the right people that are gonna share, do what I did. You know.
What are some things you like? You would stunt though. Like it'd be like, yo, I'm gonna stunt on this. I gotta do something like me. I'd shower in Fiji water just one time just to be like, you know, motherfuckers, what?
Well, yeah, probably later on down the road, right?
Yeah,
probably
you get money beyond money.
You know, when I get a little older,
you get money beyond money.
Get more winter blonde hairs in my chin or my face. That's winter blonde. It's not, yeah, it's winter blonde.
Winter blonde. You
know what it is. Come on.
I like it.
You don't got it yet.
No.
Thank heavens, right?
I caught a fucking one. One up here and one on my eyebrow, and I was like, recently, I was like, oh, fuck, it's coming. It's coming. I'm like, as soon as I seen them, I'm like, I gotta fucking stop stressing out.
Right.
I'm like, ooh. It's just, like, as soon as I seen it, I was like,
roll up that indica joint.
I was like, ooh, sir. As soon as I seen it, I was like, ooh,
Drop
sir.
those lobes, yeah. And then you throw up the woo symbol.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This wasn't on the topics, but
okay.
What is the best Wu-Tang solo album?
Wow. Okay, man, you're dropping some pretty difficult things on me, man. After the sack there, woof.
Do you want mine?
Let's hear it.
Only Built for Cuban Links. That album is phenomenal.
Fair enough. Like solo Wu-Tang artist album is what you mean, yeah. It's a tough one, man. That's. I have to go with what I drove from Calgary all the way back here. I gotta go with Method Man to Cal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. That's a fire.
It never even left my CD player, man. It was in there the whole time. It's still in there.
That's what you know that shit is fire when like you just leave it in there.
Yeah.
That's the joint. Leave that in there.
Yeah.
Definitely. I'm not mad at that at all. That's a dope album.
Yeah, it is a dope album, man. Yeah. It's one of those.
I mean, a lot of those early ones are like Iron Man, fucking Jesus, fucking Liquid Swords.
Yeah.
Like they're not far behind those ones.
Right. Yeah. Nas, Illmatic. That's another one you could just put in the CD player.
Nas, Illmatic is like one of those like fucking
out of this world.
Yeah.
You know, fuck. Yeah, man. Yeah, there's quite. Those are the best albums, right?
Oh, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
For sure. So let's get into we actually started talking about Canadian politics, but we got cut off. So let's get back into that.
Canadian politics. You talked about Doug Ford there. And the sick days getting cut back, and as they said,
but they don't know this.
No,
but
do you want to start it back off?
Yeah. So so we got our first 2 sick days paid, and we had 10 emergency days, which 10 emergency days has been the thing for time.
Right.
But now it's getting cut down to 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right.
But like that's fucking like it's been 10 forever, and now you're just gonna cut it down to 5. Like,
I hear what you're saying. I mean, like I'm always open to other people's opinion, and you know what? I understand where you're definitely coming from. I don't really have quite an opinion on this. It's just because of the work ethic that I was taught from my mother and my father.
Yeah.
You know, if you're sick, you're sick. If you can't go to work, then you ain't getting paid. It is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got to look at other things with actual like emergencies. I mean, if somebody's gotten into a serious accident,
5 through the year.
I know, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough, but you know, we're Canadian, man. We're one of the toughest in the world. We're not,
for sure.
We may not be the toughest, but we're definitely one of the toughest. So, and we work hard. I know a lot of people. I mean, we all work hard. I mean, I know it's kind of a blow. I think that within means from 5 to 10, we should have it. And, kind of Doug Ford should kind of look at that, reconsider it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but, on the other side of the fence, I see where everybody else is saying.
What was the big thing, like, when he started, like, $1 a beer, like...
$1 a beer.
Is that even still going? What is that?
It's getting there. It's getting there. You can't just do it like snap of the fingers, but I know that it's getting there. I mean, in all honesty, us Canadians, we pay for beer like no other country in the world does.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know whether it's for safety reasons or whatever else, but I mean, hell, we're paying 5 times more than what the Americans are paying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
I didn't know it was that much of a difference.
Yeah, 4 to 5 times more for sure.
Cause I know, like, you go down to the States and you get your shit like way cheaper, like.
Oh yeah. Well, if you go over to Quebec, you get it cheaper too.
Yeah.
Yeah, get an octagon, have a party. Mm-hmm.
Right on. Right on.
Don't have a fight, have a party. Yeah.
So what do you think about Trudeau?
Trudeau. Woo. Be careful with my words here. I don't think very highly of the man, but still, he's our leader, so I can't really say anything that. I mean, he got into the position the way how he got into the position. How he's used his father's name. Come on, man. I mean, I know that my family... I don't even really want to get into that topic too much, but, I mean, he did the right thing to legalize weed. I don't think that it should be legalized. I think it should actually be decriminalized. Because they are literally they haven't legalized it. They're literally controlling it. They're capitalizing and controlling it.
So I don't know too much about like the politics, but I do know a lot about weed.
Right.
So like, so like what I think is happening now is like like back in the 30s, like there was the prohibition or whatever like that, and then
and it was the liberals that made it illegal. It was the liberal government that made it.
But I think okay, so like how that came back, where they legalized it, and now where it is now, how they regulate it.
Right.
I think right now they're trying to figure that out with weed.
It's kind of up in the air.
Like, I bet you like back when like they first got rid of the prohibition, it took a little while for them to figure out how they're going to regulate it.
Right.
And I think right now, like, they don't even have any clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
But they're trying to figure it out. So I think for potheads, I think like that bin potheads, I think these first couple of years are not going to be good for us. But eventually, maybe like five years down the road.
Yeah.
5-10 years down the road, I think things will be they'll figure it out.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't want it to be like, well, like if you think about like, yeah, okay, prohibition was so long ago. Now, alcohol. You buy it from the beer store and you buy it from the LCBO.
Right.
Most people.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Most people. Some people make their own. Very low percentage of people that people that drink.
Mm-hmm.
Very low percentage of people that actually make their own.
Right. Moonshine.
Right.
Love that stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
People make their homemade wines and shit like that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
But beer too. But I think I'm not sure if it's gonna get like that with weed, and then like we just buy our shit from when they fully figure out how to regulate it and.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even...
but, like, price-wise, they have to undercut the black market.
Right. And that's where kind of, like, it's all up in the air.
And they have to figure out... And even like the government ain't giving like like you buy more weed when you buy off your dealer, he gives you a better deal.
Well, yeah,
but like
it's probably cleaner than what the government's growing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, all the government dispensaries like Tilray, Delta 9, Aurora, with the exception of a very few, that's all GMO.
So
it's
like
not organic or natural.
So right now the only legal way to buy the weed right now is to order it online.
Yeah. Try and find it.
And even like So I don't know. I mean So if I get caught with a bag of weed that doesn't have the packaging of the thing, is that do I get a big charge for that?
If it's not in some sort of packaging labeled, some sort of like lock neck mechanism, then yeah. I mean, Ontario's all right until April, until things start moving.
Once April comes, they'll start selling at the LCBO,
right? But in like
shoppers,
like in Quebec or Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Alberta, BC, they probably have to have more like something like this where it's enclosed. You got to push down and open. I mean, this is what I get from Tilray because I am a medical marijuana user. So I mean, there's there's I don't even really particularly know the rules here in Ontario, but I know that they're a lot lighter than some other provinces.
Okay.
So yeah.
Because like I'm not like I know a guy. He gives me good weed. And fucking
don't we all?
I fucking like. Not all like I smoke with a lot of people,
right?
And when I smoke my shit, they're like, "Oh fuck, okay,
it's something different.
You're the real deal, Holyfield."
Oh yeah. But in Ontario, then that's still okay until April. It's just you gotta kind of watch it once April starts approaching.
Well, like I kind of still treat it like like it's legal, like it's illegal, because like just how I've
always been.
Like I'm 33 now.
Yeah.
I first smoked when I was 11. So that's
11,
really,
Holy smokes, that was young.
Yeah.
Wow. I was like 13 or 14.
Yeah, I was 11. So I'm 33 now. So that's like 2/3 of my life.
Right.
I've been smoking this shit. So like now it's legal. I'm like. I've been going like,
it's all different, right? It's like
all these years of like just like it being a certain way, like
in the twilight zone.
Shit ain't gonna change in my mind in a couple months.
Well, you still got a couple months though, right? At least you're thinking about it now.
Yeah.
Right. Some people aren't even thinking about it. Like, oh, nonchalant.
But like, I wonder if like quality wise, because you know how like they say in California. This shit's like
amazing,
right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if like with the government doing this shit, are we gonna be getting like? Is it gonna be like good weed everywhere now? or
it should be.
It should be.
So I mean, some of the prices before I left Alberta, I mean, like I saw a gram going for $24 a gram, and the packaging was just stupid. It was like, what are you doing? Like, you're wasting so much money on packaging. Like, you got this gram nug that's about that big, and you're putting it in a package that's like, oh, like that big. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you doing? Like, are we paying for the quality of the weed? Or are we paying for the packaging? But I mean, there's some strands that had reasonable pricing, but then there was just some that were just out there. They're out to lunch.
What I like about like what's going to happen is that you see the percentages,
right?
Like for the longest time, buying off like you guy in the street, you don't know your percentages, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Because I know like the OG Kush is like something like 32 or something like that.
Right.
And that's high.
Oh yeah.
THC level.
32.
That's That's a very high up there.
If you're in the mid-20s, you're doing very well.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the street THC percentage is anywhere between 15 to maybe 20, 21. You know, they're going to say 18 to 16. But it varies.
Yeah.
You know, so, but once you get into like the mid-20s, 27, 28, 32, like...
That's usually what I smoke, right?
Yeah.
I smoked above 24.
That was a good mix. That was a good salad.
Oh, for sure.
We gotta split this last beer because you're almost empty there. But yeah, no, that was a good salad, and you got good cron. Yeah. That's good weed. Cheers to that.
Well, I need it to get through life, man.
Oh, cheers. Everybody does, I think. Or the majority.
I wouldn't say I need it, but I still smoke it every day, so maybe I need it.
Can you go 1 or 2 days without it?
Yes.
There you go.
But third day,
getting frustrated, irritated, annoyed.
Little things like I'll be at work and we just work together. I'll be at work and a pallet will just shift a little bit when I'm like shipping and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck?
I hear you,
man. But if I had smoked within the last 24 hours or whatever like that, and I work on the pallet shifts, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm shift it back.
For sure, yeah.
But I just get edgy. I just get really
annoyed, frustrated, irritated. You know,
all those things.
Yeah,
and I think that's why they say the gray hair comes from stress.
Yeah,
right?
Winter blonde.
The winter blonde comes from comes from stress.
Yeah.
But I think I just been smoking so long that I just don't get that stress. Those days where I go 2-3 days, I'm like, that's probably where I got my one gray hair from. I was probably I was like, fuck, I've been smoking fucking 3 days.
Just wilding out. Watch out, people. On that third, fourth day.
Oh, for sure. So, let's get into, we said we're going to hit all 3 topics in a row.
Okay.
We're going to do the Trump, Kanye, and Snoop Dogg getting his Walk of Fame.
Okay, we'll go each individual and maybe do a rewind back.
Okay.
And kind of incorporate all 3.
Okay.
We'll try and do that.
Okay, let's start with Trump.
Yeah, let's go. What's your question? Thoughts?
Okay, my thoughts are I don't know the percentages of what he's done for the United States, for different policies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've seen you support him.
I know quite a bit. I don't know. I'm not the all MB, all Alpha Omega. But
one thing he just seems very arrogant to me.
Fair enough. I see it.
Seems very arrogant and not willing to look at other people's perspective. It's his perspective.
Fair enough. Yeah. You know what? I somewhat agree with it. Let me start off by saying when he was doing his campaign and running for president, I was 80% Trump, 20% not, or 85%, getting close to the 90s there for Trump. Now, after these last few weeks with the midterms and everything else like that, I've kind of pulled back to about 60-50 Trump, because he's he's not, but yet he is. He's kind of starting to pull this little dictatorship. I'm gonna do it my way, and if it's not my way, then it's the highway. So that's where I've kind of pulled back. But at the same time, I understand over the last 2 years what he's gone through. He has had mud thrown at him at every direction possible. Allegations and predictions or assumptions thrown at him, saying that he's this, that he's that. Okay, well, can you prove it? No. Oh, well, where's the proof? He's racist. Where's your proof? Well, you're racist because you're asking for proof. That's one of the greatest sayings in the world. racism is like ketchup. You can practically put it on anything, but once you demand proof, that makes you a racist. So yeah, no, hopefully he kind of gains a little bit more composure of what he's been losing over these last few weeks with the midterms. But I think that he's something different. And people who are against him, they should kind of give him more of a chance. Give him a little bit more slack. See where he goes with it. If you don't like him in 2-3 months, then whatever, go back to hating him. But kind of look at his perspective. You know, you got to look at anybody's perspective.
I've actually, like, over the last, like, maybe year or so.
You want a drink?
Over the last year or so, like, I've learned that, like, where, I was watching some interview, and like somebody's like saying, you gotta realize everybody's not built like you.
Right.
And everybody doesn't have like same like morals and think about things the way you do. So like me like getting mad at certain things. Mm-hmm. It was like I had to realize I'm like, okay, like this person that I'm mad at right now thinks this way. And then, like, this kind of person they are, and, like, I can't be, like, force my...
opinion onto them.
My way of thinking of, like, okay...
Exactly.
Rationalizing things and, like...
Right.
Kind of, like, because I rationalize things in a different manner than...
Right. You can never force your opinion or somebody else's opinion onto somebody else. Your opinion is your opinion. Yes, you might be...
I think, these are things like people should do this, and people should do this if they have good morals. But I'm like, not everybody has. Not everybody grew up the same way I did. Not everybody
has that common sense.
Has learned the same things I've learned out dealing with people. Right?
Absolutely, I agree.
I've dealt with a lot of people. Like I've done, how many different people I've interviewed is crazy. So like the amount of different personalities that I've dealt with.
Yeah.
It's like I've learned so much about people.
In general,
just doing doing this shit, right?
Yeah, but you like, do a good job of it too, by the way.
Thanks, man. Thanks. But like, yeah, it's like you can't expect people to have the same knowledge as you.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I agree 110%.
I forget where we're going off that, but I can't.
It was along the Trump and so like, opinions on things and
But like, I find that it was a difference of seeing people's perspective.
Exactly.
But I find like Trump, like some of the shit he says, I don't think he looks at other perspectives sometimes.
Right.
He has a one-track mind, and
his way, his family's way, kind of his friend's way. Yeah.
But I found if you really want to be stable with yourself and realizing how the world is, you guys see other people's perspectives.
Exactly. I mean,
as somebody that's a leader of a country, I think he should have.
I think that he should work on his speeches without a doubt. I think I mean, the political correctness, throw it out the window. I mean, I think that's something that he's trying to change. Don't sugarcoat things.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be honest, be honest. Don't like sugarcoat it to be half-assed honest. Yeah. And that's the businessman in him. But I understand where you're coming from, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see that perspective as well, a little bit more than what it was.
Okay, we're back in live effect. We
here.
Another
live.
Another stoppage and then another more beerage. So let's get into I don't even know if I want to talk about Kanye. Is there? Because like, man, everybody's been talking about Kanye lately, and like it's just like
fair enough. You know what?
He's on a lot of bullshit. I'm just gonna end it at that, unless you just want to say unless you want to say something. But I find like I don't know. I'm just gonna say one other point. I'm just gonna say I think he's lost. I don't think he knows. He doesn't have the right people around him, and like, cause he's so like one way 1 minute, and then another way another minute, and then he doesn't know what's going on. That's what
I somewhat agree with that. I think that I think he knows what he's doing with himself and also with his family. But at the same time, he's kind of in other waters. I'm not going to say deep waters or unfamiliar water. Well, unfamiliar waters, I guess.
Yeah.
With the political aspect, the reason why he stepped away from that was because of Candace Owens. But I totally agree with you. I think he's been in the media quite a lot with these California fires as well. What him and Kim Kardashian did to save their home and everything else.
I didn't hear that latest one.
Yeah, there's certain celebrities out there that are paying top dollar to keep their homes safe and not burned from the fires. But I mean, if you go into the articles and everything else like that, I personally believe that it's kind of a conspiracy theory. I mean, how do cars go up in flames but not trees in some of these photographs? You know? There's a lot of questions. But
then, like, I even seen something that, if you want to get into the...
California fires?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any last things you want to say about Kanye before we move on to that?
He's creative. He is a genius in his own way. And
he's made dope music.
Yeah, and hopefully, like, the more that we see him in the media, that he's a little bit more straightened out and on the path of where he's directed.
I actually like him better as a producer than I do a rapper.
I agree. I like his producing. I like some of his songs that he's rapping and everything else.
Yeah, some of them, and like over the last little while, or the last like long time for me.
Right.
But I'm like, I'd be alright if I never heard Kanye rap again. But I like his production, like the Pusha T album. Like, yeah, the stuff on the Pusha T album is fire. Like,
oh yeah. There was a lot of good joints on that.
And he produced that whole thing, so
yeah. Well,
I mean, he still has that production.
Hands down, producer over rapper.
Oh, for sure. Okay, let's get in these California fires. So, like, I seen the thing it was saying the path of the fires is almost is right along with the railroad.
Yeah.
The railroad, and I don't know, like, what's the significance of that? I don't know.
I mean, I've dabbled into it. From what I know is that they're trying to push people out away from that railroad for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, they're trying to get less population around that railroad. And when you follow these fires, they're right on path with all of them.
Like, it almost makes you think, like what's being what's being transferred on these railroads? Is it like?
I have no idea. Like I said, like
what if it was something coming off like let's say they're I don't know, like I'm just putting a scenario out there.
Yeah.
What if like they're in the on the railroad tracks? It's they're like in
power lines or gas lines.
No, I mean like the trains are filled with like big things of gas, like, and that's how they're transporting it to like different areas and shit like that.
It could be a possibility,
or something flammable. You know, like
That's also a possibility. Like it's all up in the air. I mean, I can't have one answer.
It's happening there because it's always like they don't get like winners like us.
No.
So like, is it happening like are things coming off trains like let's say like on these railroads if it was as hot as it was in California like all year long here, would we have those fires on our railroads?
On our railroads?
See, I don't know if it's like all railroads.
Well, it depends on what you're transporting. If you know, there's a lot of scenarios in that. I mean, you hit a good question with that one. For things derailing, of course, you're always going to have things derailing off a railroad here and there.
What happened in Brantford a couple years ago?
Yeah. No doubt.
just over by Ron Street there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, eh? What, just a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Huh, I never even heard about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I was out west though, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I mean, you're always gonna have. There's always going to be that chance of something derailing on train tracks. I mean, me being a welder, fitter. Yeah. I know I'm in that trade. I know that pipelines are safer than transporting by train. When something, if there's a leak in it, you just stop off the pump. You get in there, you fix it till it's good again. You have it X-rayed. You get all these heads that come in there, check it, and then once it's okay, then you start it up again. But when things dump on a railroad, it's gone. You can't get it back. It's gone,
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I mean, with these forest fires, not getting off topic here. I mean, you bring up a good point there. I mean, I haven't even thought about things dumping over on the train railroad there and everything else. So,
like, what are they transporting, or is it just like stuff coming off the trains? Like, yeah. So like
a lot of questions about there. Yeah.
So like other countries that are like hotter than the States,
Greece,
Greece, like their railroads systems, like, does that shit happen?
I don't know enough about that.
That I mean, if you know and you're watching this, leave a comment and
I'm interested. I'm interested. I mean, I lived with a gentleman from Czech Republic in Calgary, a man Thomas. He told me a lot about Europe and the way how it's a lot different over there than it is here. He's been all up and down the western coast, but
I guess they say like England and stuff, like, rains a lot too.
Oh yeah. Like, it's a lot like Vancouver Island. It rains quite a bit there. Gray skies. What was it? MC Vapor and I forget the other gentleman's name. MC Frazier. They did a song called Gray Skies. Great song. But yeah, no. In Europe, it's totally different though. I mean, in England, it rains a lot. But he's been all through Europe and the way how things change with the oil, with culture. I mean, that was his number one thing in Calgary. He said that Calgary's lost its culture because neighbors don't talk to each other. People kind of fence themselves up and block themselves off, and there's no longer a culture. But he loved Whistler, he loved Vancouver, so that's not my opinion. That's his.
Yeah. So like and like a lot of these forest fires are actually happening in like Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. Oh, they're all over the place.
Cabasas. I seen a lot of celebrities saying like they had to move a lot of their shit.
Oh yeah, like what is it? Lindsay Lohan lost her house. There's a lot of.
Jimmy Fox was just on a thing saying like, he had to evacuate his house.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if his house went down, but like, just to be safe,
right?
He had to evacuate his house and stuff like that. And that's crazy. Like,
oh yeah. My condolences to all the people who lost their homes out in Cali. Man, what a loss! What a loss.
For sure. Yeah, and like I wouldn't actually mind learning more things. So like, people want to leave comments of like, but yeah, it's an interesting theory of like what's going on these railroads if that's the path of the way these fires are going. Definitely,
and that's a good question that you brought up.
So I think Snoop Dogg should have already got his
star of fame, absolutely, without a doubt, man.
Like, he's just getting it now. I was like, wow.
The guy does everything.
And there's people that announce, like, hip hop people. I'm not trying to discredit any of them.
Yep.
But Snoop Dogg is like the most recognizable hip hop person. Like,
absolutely. Yeah. If not he should have been top 5.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
Yeah, like he's like. My mom, she don't know, and my stepdad don't know about hip hop artists and stuff like that.
Right, but they know Snoop.
But they know who Snoop Dogg is.
Yeah,
you know.
Shouts out to Mom and Dad.
You know
Snoop.
But like, a lot of people like people don't know like if you ask like some people like name one hip hop artist that aren't even into this,
right? Yeah,
a lot of times you're gonna get Snoop or Eminem.
Or Eminem, exactly, because of the controversy with Eminem. I mean, my mother actually knows of LL Cool J.
Okay.
Because of the NCNIS TV show, the one that he's on. Yeah. So, and she, you know, when I was bumping LL Cool J back in the day, you know, Mom gonna knock you up. She knew. And
a lot of people probably don't even probably don't know he was a hip hop artist because like a lot of people don't associate Ice-T on Law and Order.
Oh, absolutely.
Like a lot of people probably just know him from Law and Order and be like, he raps.
Oh
yeah. He's another one that's like probably like really well known outside of hip hop.
Right, yeah.
From Law and Order. Law and Order is big show.
Well, LL Cool J and Ice-T were like the first to get into like acting, rapping, and all kind of genre out, right?
But Snoop Dogg just getting his walk, he's well deserved.
Oh, absolutely. He should have had it years ago. He should have had it.
Even like I seen an interview that they're doing with Big Boy. Mm-hmm. And they said, like, yo, what? Because you know all the stars have symbols of like either like music or film or or whatever. Like all the stars have different symbols.
Right. Yeah.
And then he's like they asked him like, so what symbol is gonna be on yours? He's like, I don't know. he's like, I really don't know. He's like, cause like he's like all the work he's done with like his football team and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
and then like all his music, and then
he does like movies. Everything. Yeah. He even goes into the porn too.
Yeah,
pornographic stuff.
I assume the music on there.
I hope so.
Like the symbol that they put on, because they put them on.
I mean, if he had a cluster of every little one, go for it, man.
But I assume if they're gonna pick one, I assume they're gonna go with music.
Yeah. Well, I would hope so. I mean, that's me and you.
Yeah.
I mean, other people may have their opinion, but I mean, as we know him, I sure hope.
Like people even know him just from like having a show with like Martha Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the guy's done everything. He's done everything.
For sure. Yeah. And that's one thing like I've always looked up to Snoop. And like how he's transitioned and always been like I don't think you can embarrass Snoop. And that's one thing.
He's that much of a legend. You can't diss Snoop or Dre.
But I'm saying like you can't embarrass him though.
No. Wow.
So like that's one thing that I took from like what I said earlier when I was taking different things from different people.
Yeah.
One thing I took from Snoop is like I'm like, yo, everything I do, I'm gonna make sure that I'm me, and like you can't like even you can't embarrass me about it because I did it and I'm proud to say that I did it.
Well, Snoop had the flow. You just go with the flow.
Snoop Dogg has done so many different things, but like he owns it.
Exactly.
Like you know how the thing is like let's say like people are making fun of somebody, and like that person, just like whatever, blah, blah, and they get all offensive about it.
Right.
People are gonna keep making fun of that person.
Absolutely.
If like somebody makes fun of you or something, and you own it,
right?
You're like, yeah, motherfucker, what?
Right. Yeah.
And like it's like they have nothing to say.
Right.
So like that's why I'm saying like that's what I like about Snoop, because like that's like he's always been like. What you said that about me,
right.
And like that's
what it is. And what?
And what? That's what it is, right?
Exactly. Say something. That's like the whole point. Say something. Yeah. What?
So like that's what he's saying. I've admired about Snoop, and like even like when I started at EGTV, one of the things that like got me into the even thinking about that was the GGN.
Oh, okay.
Like I seen Snoop starting doing interviews, and I was like. Rappers doing interviews,
right?
And I was like, I'm a rapper. Like I'm like, and like I even thought about it, and like I'm like, okay, rappers can actually have more of a perspective on interviews when they're interviewing other rappers. Like,
yeah.
So like that's another thing like that. A lot of people don't even know. Like, yeah, I started watching the GGN, and then I was like, it wasn't the only thing that influenced me to start at EGTV, but it was
multiple things for sure.
It was one of them.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I can see that totally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, so
Snoop getting the star. Yeah.
Yeah.
He should have had that a long time ago.
And it's like, it seems like we're going back in time because like Dipset's like kind of like coming back together, like it's like fucking back in like they have.
Yeah, I heard about that. I don't even know anything, but I heard about it. Like
like the last Jim Jones project, Waste of Talent, fire album.
Yeah.
Fire album, and like if you thought about it back in the day, and like you think like to think about Jim Jones being one of the best members in Dipset is crazy when you think. Like when you go way back, you're like you think about like wait Jim?
Yeah.
You'd be like what?
The double look.
But like now hearing their new shit and like they got the new song Sauce Boys. I think Jim has the best verse.
He has the best.
He has the best verse. Like Cameron.
I haven't even checked it.
Cameron's is like right there almost.
Okay,
but I found
that's
like
good to hear. I mean, he better be somewhat there.
But like I even felt Jules Santana.
Okay,
his verse wasn't really like his verse wasn't there. He the hook.
Yeah,
the hook was dope.
Okay,
but his verse was kind of. But then like it starts off with Jim's verse.
That's disappointing.
It starts off with Jim's verse, and you're like, whoa. You're like, oh shit, okay. And then you hear Julius, and you're like, oh, okay. But then Cam comes on the end. But then you think about like, yeah, like that's one of those stories of like, yeah, like a lot of people, if you haven't listened to Jim in years,
right?
You'd be like, oh, he ain't lyrical,
right? Yeah.
But like he stepped it up.
Oh yeah, good. I gotta check that now.
Yeah, his last one, Waste of Talent.
Yeah,
dope project. And the Dipset comes out I think next week. Okay. New Dipset album.
Okay. See, I don't have any Dipset albums, man.
Okay. I have
them raw. I mean, I know that, but that wasn't my sound back then.
As far as like albums, I have a Cameron album, the one with Old Boy, and the ones Welcome to New York with Jay-Z and.
Yeah. I love Dipset. Without a doubt. I mean, I just don't have any of their albums. So sorry to disappoint anybody, but I am a fan for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But like, it's kind of dope for like groups coming back like that. Like after having issues and stuff like that.
That's great. It's good though, especially with like not all of the new school that's coming out is trash.
Right.
The mumble stuff, not for me. I'm about boom bap. I'm about gangster stuff.
Do you like Dave East? He's a new artist. That's kind of like
haven't heard of him.
No. He used to a whole project with Styles P.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah,
I gotta check him out now.
He's a new guy that's Nas signed him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Word. I'll check him out.
Yeah, Dave East is fire.
Nice.
But yeah, so
I love hearing about new artists coming up and everything.
Yeah, he's from Harlem and he's done a couple things with Dipset.
Right. No, I'm on the Tara Reid bandwagon right now. That guy, I like him. He sounds like Cypress Hill. Fucking great music artist.
Cypress Hill has a new album out.
Really?
You know that?
No, I didn't.
It's called Elephants on Acid. I haven't.
Elephants on Acid.
I haven't checked it out yet, but yeah, Cypress Hill just dropped a new one like in the last couple weeks.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I'll check that out too.
Yeah, and like we were talking about like the cannabis stuff, and like people say in hip hop, Be Real.
Yeah.
Is like he'll
and
smoke. Well, even like they asked him in an interview recently, like who would smoke who, and he's like, honestly, I've smoked Snoop, but he's like.
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know.
He said that, like them smoking together. Like
right.
he's like I've always smoked everybody.
Right. Yeah.
He's like
I can believe it though.
Yeah.
I can believe it. I mean, Be Real. I mean, both Snoop and B are very humble people, down to earth. I mean, and they're gonna speak the truth as much as they know.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I could probably see that.
Because like Be Real, like Snoop's been so busy with so much other things.
Right.
That like but like even Be Real, he has a lot of things going on too.
Right.
But like, he's very into the cannabis business.
Right.
So he's like he wants to test out all these different strands and like figure out like what's the shit that he wants to fuck with, right?
Right. Yeah.
So like he's more into that field. So I can see like why he'd be I would smoke them.
Yeah.
It's probably not the amount. They probably smoke the same amount.
True.
But like Be Real was more like curious of like because when you hear him in interviews and stuff talk about strands and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he's very specific, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
I would love to smoke a joint with either or of those.
Oh,
guys,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. That'd be a dream to smoke with both of them.
Fucking right.
That'd be a fucking.
Do an interview.
That'd be a legendary fucking
man.
shit.
Fuck.
I'd try to hold my own.
Oh, dude, you smoke the indicas, you can hold your own.
For a bit. Those guys though.
Yeah, that's a test. I'd be like, can we switch it up for sativa just for a bit?
No, I'd want to try. I'd want to try and like go the distance. Like I want to do the interview with them,
right?
And then be like, okay, Leo. Like if the whole scenario was like I can pick how this scenario go, I'd do the interview with them, smoke throughout the interview.
Right.
Then after the interview, I'm like just keep on smoking. I'd want to try and see how far I could go.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's a challenge.
Oh, for sure.
That's a challenge.
For sure.
I would definitely. Yeah, I would be down for that. Not indicas though. Hybrid sativas. Let's go. Yeah, indicas.
They're about that though. Like the.
I know. Well, they're also about the hybrids as well. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, no. Indicas, man. That's nighttime use.
Me, that's like morning shit. Like, I'm like
some people are just like that though, right? Like,
yeah. See, like, I don't get to like the people say, "Oh, you eat the munchies and shit like that." I'm like, I usually eat before I get high because like
I do that too because
I find it just takes away from your high.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'd rather just be high.
You burn out quicker.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
But so many people like they're casual smokers be like, oh man, fucking smoked and then I ate fucking.
Yeah.
And like,
no.
I'm like, no. I'm like, I'd rather just eat and then smoke.
And then smoke one. And if I get hungry, I'll get hungry. But yeah, when you I do the same thing too. I try to eat something before I smoke for sure.
Yeah.
Last your high longer. Yeah.
No, for sure. So yeah, I don't even want to get into fuckery with that next one. I'll just get that.
Skip.
So yeah, I seen this video. Like I just wrote this down as a topic just for something stupid.
Okay.
So
my eyesight just focused on the question.
So like I seen this like it was a midget stripper, and she was like in the video she's like running on the stage, and then she jumps off the stage, and like she expects this guy to catch her.
Okay.
And like kind of like grabs her, but then like kind of lets go.
Okay.
She just like fucking drops down to the ground.
Oh.
I'm thinking like, okay. So like a midget stripper, like
little people stripper. Let's say it like that. Just for the little people out there, you don't want to say that M word, right? Just politically correct. Ontario now.
Okay, little people strippers.
Fair enough.
Would you rather go to a strip joint that has all little people strippers or a regular strip joint? What would you rather go to?
You're talking about my personal opinion, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to be politically correct about it, we can have a dash, a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? If you want to be, my preference would be just a regular. But I mean, if I saw somebody who was below the average height, I mean, I'm not gonna put a stiff up about it.
Or what if the regular girls use like the midget girls as like props too? Like they come out and dance at the same time, and like the bigger girl could like kind of like.
Yo, that could work. That could work.
Toss her around a little bit.
Well, as long as they do their choreography.
The choreography.
I mean, why not? I mean, hey,
that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, a regular girl stripper with a midget stripper.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down for it. I mean, hey, we're all human beings, man. Let's treat one another the same as what we would treat ourselves.
I remember, like, I used to be a strip club guy, like, years back, and then I just, like, got bored of it, and now, like, I go there, I'm like, fuck. This isn't this isn't anything. But like, I think it'd be fun to like go and like
it would be something different.
It'd be midget strippers.
Yeah,
I think it'd be fun. Like, I've lost my.
We should go one day.
I've lost my sense of like enjoying the regular strip club.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been there, done that. It's like, whatever.
Let's try something new.
Yeah.
Let's go out one night.
Yeah. Do they have a place around here?
I don't know. I'm fresh back from out west, from Calgary.
Yeah.
You know?
If anybody knows, let us know in the comments. We're looking for midget strippers, and we want to go to a place that has both.
Yeah, we're trying to be politically correct. Trying to be.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, I don't give a fuck.
All right, I don't have to be then, but I'm trying to be. I'm trying to change a little bit of my ways, trying to see everybody else's point of view, but I still have my opinion. Just respect it.
All right, and this is
next topic.
No, I'm just saying like
you're at it.
Just wrap this up. Say this has been Eddie G TV. We got Dean Devlin.
Diggy, Devlinify that. Say something. What? And what?
Yep.
Just shit in the air, not at people. Come on now.